Yeah, I would consider myself Black British.
It's weird for me actually. Some days yes I do feel Black British, sometimes I don't.
Yeah, my parents are from Jamaica, but I was born here.
I'm Jamaican born but British.
That's a difficult question. It's I guess it is what you see yourself as. Some people can see themselves as fully British, some people can see themselves as Black British. I don't think there's a necessary like identity to it.
I'd say yeah, I'm Black British, but I like to also say that I'm African as well.
I don't feel British, I feel very much like I am Jamaican.
I guess it depends on the newspapers that we read as well.
When applying for jobs, I kind of find it annoying that I always have to put Black British. Fair enough, I'm Black, but I'm British. Or English even. I live in England, I'm from England.
Because I feel like my mom and my dad was born in Africa and they came over here and they had me. But I don't feel like I'm British, but I don't feel like I'm African because I wasn't grown up in Africa. So I'm one of the lost identities.
It's difficult. I would say like I'm British. I'm sort of equally sort of a foreigner here as I am back in where my parents come from. I sort of feel that kind of, disconnect in both places. But I don't mind that.
Growing up, I was always kind of reminded of my cultural background, so I knew where my heritage was from.
I remember being in school and the kids constantly asking me to repeat myself because I had such a thick Jamaican accent. I spoke full patois, so they always wanted to hear what I was saying because obviously it sounded funny. Now I feel like I speak really, really proper, and my brother mocks me and says that he sounds more Jamaican than I do, and he was born in Liverpool. But I get embarrassed when people ask me to speak Jamaican because I feel a bit awkward. I don't hide it now. If anybody asks where I'm from, I say Jamaica straight away.
What does it mean to be British? Black British? I mean, I think it kind of means you have kind of two identities. You're British and you're from where your ancestors were from. Like, I think if you're Black, you're not just, you can't be English because you have ancestors that were in another part of the world.
I feel like even though you're Black and this is probably like not your roots, but you were born here, so you should also feel a part of the community.
Our families have been here, 40, 50 years, and they've helped to set up the economy as it is now. And they've helped to build, schools, education, healthcare.
Someone who they know nothing other than being in England, like it's different to say, oh, my parents are from somewhere, but if your parents have lived here and they've lived here, I think that's Black British because you don't know any other culture, that's all you know.
Well, Mo Farah, he was fine, he wasn't born here, but he's been here for a long time. But, and although he's been winning medals, they always seem to bring up Somali born, so it always kind of almost like a microaggression to me. That yes, I was born here, but don't quite always feel like I guess Black British.
We used to be coloured.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad for that we're Black.
Yeah.
Because certain people feel like they're outsiders. I think that's why you probably classify yourself more as Black British. Uni applications and stuff, there's always like Black British. So they've sort of made it a thing, and in a way they've sort of put in your head that, I mean, if you see British and you're Black, and you see Black British, you're like, oh, I guess I'm Black British.
They can choose to leave out the Black bit and just call me British, or they can choose to leave out British and call me Black. It doesn't really bother me so much.
I was having a conversation with this lady,
Yeah.
this young girl, and she said to me, no, I'm not Black. And you look at her, she's Black. Oh, I'm not Black, really?
Yeah.
So we need to know that we are Black and be happy with who we are. Because if you're not happy with who you are, you're not gonna really be happy with yourself.
Yeah. People like you is what they need, like good role models that tell them that it's okay to be Black.
Yes, it's fine.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
No.
Because you hear it, you listen to music sometimes and they're like, okay, it's okay to be Black, but only if you're that kind of Black, especially for women.
It's only
like,
one kind of Black. When you're Black, you're Black. I love myself. I don't have no problem in being Black. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, there are loads of misconceptions. There's too many to list. A lot of people say, what? There are Black people in England.
Like some people feel like, well, just because you're black, you're not equal as another like white British person.
Everyone has their own personal view, so I don't think there's any. I don't see any anyway. Yeah.
My mum, she was from Grenada, and my dad from Jamaica, so they were born back home. Yeah.
Nigeria.
I'm from Barbados, and my dad's from Guyana. I guess in that box you take Afro-Caribbean.
And what do you consider yourself as?
Black British.
Depends on what day it is, but today I feel like I'm Black British.
Black British African.
I consider myself my own identity.
I see myself to be a strong black British person.
I guess I identify as British.
Black British. Yes, I'm proud to be. I am black. And I'm beautiful. Hey. Don't you just look nice on that camera?
You didn't need to ask her any questions, did you?
Thank you.
Any more, love?
No more, thank you. Perfect.